Hello and welcome back to my channel. It is currently 2:43 and I have so many orders to pack and I just want to bring you guys along with me. This is just going to be a really chill packing orders video. These are all the orders that I've had in the past week, so I definitely need to get them all out today, and the post office closes at 5, so we got to get these done pretty quick. Let me really quick just show you what we're working with. So we have all of the different products here, cup koozies, just kind of organized by the different products, and we also have a lot of different things from like the Crimson Meadow collection, and then we also have all of these tote bags. So we have Crimson Meadow, and then this was the upcycled quilt collection that I did yesterday, so all of these sold. We just have a lot to pack up. So first things first is printing out all the shipping labels and packing labels and writing thank yous on those. I always like to do that first just to kind of see what I'm looking at, see all the different orders and how many we actually have to do. First thing that I have to do here is scroll through all my Shopify orders. I always like to do Shopify first. I don't know why, I just prefer it, but I like to go through and make sure that all of these are selected as USPS Ground Advantage. Sometimes if the weight on your product is wrong in Shopify, it will make it into first class. And first class is when you're sending like an envelope, or like even these I could probably classify as first class, but usually people buy bookmarks with other things, so they end up going in a poly mailer with other items. So all of these I want to be Ground Advantage, and if the weights aren't right, then I have to like cancel the whole thing, look at what that item is, change it for next time. But I've had just a few times where it goes to first class and then it gets sent back to you. It doesn't go to the customer. So that's the first step, is just making sure that all of those labels are correct. And then obviously for international ones, making sure that those labels are all good to go. And there's a whole bunch into that for Shopify, but making sure that everything looks good, and I'm gonna review them and purchase all those labels, which always hurts, but it's all right, just part of it. And then the ship date I'm gonna put as today, because I'm hopefully gonna get these all out today, which means they're gonna be scanned by USPS and sent out today to the customer, or not like to them today, but it'll be on the way. I buy all those, and then for some reason I can't like send them from my computer to my label printer right away, so I send them from my computer to my phone. Just makes it easier for me. I don't know what my issue is, but I just go ahead and download that PDF, send it to my phone, and then I send it to my label printer. All right, then once I'm in the thermal printer app, I just kind of rearrange it because it auto-populates as a, I think it's 7x11, and I need 6x9 for my labels. So I will kind of zoom in those labels so that they are fit to this size, and then I'll print, and there we go. And it'll just start printing all of our labels. And I'll have this label printer linked in the description for which one I use. It has never failed me. And in the app, so it's called Label Life, the app that I use to print all of these. It's like what connects to the thermal printer. But in there, I end up doing 6.2 by 4 as a custom label size, because if I do 6x4, which is technically what these labels are, it just doesn't print right. So if you're having issues with that sort of thing, try a custom size for your label. Try 6.2 by 4. I tried like every single little measurement, and that is what has worked best for me. Uh-oh. Oh gosh. There we go. But yeah, as you can tell, we have lots and lots of orders to pack up just from this last week. Usually I try and pack these up. My processing times are 1 to 2 weeks on Etsy and Shopify, or my personal website. So I always try and get all these orders printed and packed within a week. I don't really like to go beyond a week, because then people are like, where's my order? You know what I mean? And I'll also have the thermal label, just like the blank labels that I use, linked in the description as well. I get all those from Amazon. I think I also got the printer from Amazon as well, I'm pretty sure. But I like the fan fold ones. I hate the ones on the roll. I used to use them, but when you're printing them like this, they want to go back into that little roll. And so you're not going to have a perfect fold of labels. You're going to have like a roll of them, and then I can never write on them. It was just such a pain. So now I get the fan fold ones. Oh my goodness, are we almost there? Almost there. There we go. Okay, now I got to print Etsy, which Etsy we don't have as much. But I always just like to do this on the computer first, figure out what orders I need to print, and which in this case is all of them, but I always like to figure out which ones I need to print and then populate them on the computer and then send them to my phone, because every single time that I've done it on my phone, that's when I mess up what shipping service I need. So that's when I've always done first class. I don't know. I can't keep track of it. And then for some reason, I don't know, Etsy never double checks addresses. So this is like the longest part of doing Etsy orders, is that the shipping address, they could just kind of type in anything and it could be wrong. So you end up spending forever typing in road versus RD versus LN versus lane. Like, you try every single little thing so that USPS confirms it. I wish that Etsy would change that. And maybe there's a setting that I can do in my settings to fix that. But I swear, every time I'm just messing around with different addresses trying to find which one is USPS verified. Maybe that's just a me thing though, I don't know. Okay, so then these are all Etsy shipping labels. Etsy is a little bit different than Shopify in the sense that they print out shipping labels separately from packing labels, and I wish that they would print them together, because then it would just be a lot easier to have them together. And once again, maybe that's another setting that I just need to edit, but I still haven't figured that out. So then I just do the packing label separate. All right, and then TikTok Shop is one of the few that I do for my phone. Go in there, because usually TikTok Shop I have the least number of orders. So yeah, in here we have 4 to print, so I'll print out all of those as well. All right, now we are ready to go. Look at that stack. That's crazy. And now is one of the longest parts of doing all of this, which is breaking apart all of these labels and shipping labels. All right, that was easy. Now we've just got to sign them all. So all that I do for this is I just take the shipping label and then I put the packing slip on top of that. And then I say, thank you. And then I look at the name on the shipping label. So this one is going to Maddie. So I'll write, thank you, Maddie, and put a little heart. And just like that, that is all that I do. So I'm gonna go through and just sign all of these, just saying thank you, so-and-so, like whatever the name is, whoever it's going to. So, all right, now the next step after we got all those signed is to go ahead and baggie everything up. So I'm gonna set these bowls aside, all these new bowls from the Crimson Meadow collection, which are so adorable and completely sold out. I've got to make some more of these just to have on the shop. Yeah, they're just adorable and they're so convenient. So these mini makeup bags that sold out, I need to pack those up. We also have 2 regular size makeup bags, so we need to baggie those up as well. Laptop sleeves, and then all of the tote bags are over here. So we have 5 large, 5 mini, 4 makeup bags. Yeah. This should be pretty easy. So I use these little clear self-sealing bags, and I get all of these from You Pack and Ship. I like to support them. They're also a small business, so I just like to get all my shipping supplies from them. And all that I'm gonna do is just fold in the sides so that it's really squished down, so that it ships nice. And then I'm gonna go good side down to the poly mailer, or the self-sealing bag, and just keep it nice and flat. And this just prevents it from like wiggling around and getting into a weird position while it's getting shipped. And then just seal it up, get the air out. And there you go. 1 mini makeup bag is now done. So I'm just gonna repeat that for all of our other items. All right, really quick, I just have to show you before I pack up this tote bag. I made this custom tote bag for someone, and she got to choose the outer fabric, the straps, the size, everything about it. So she chose this beautiful red gingham for the outside with vertical quilt lines, and also for the strap she chose that same red gingham. And on the inside, I love this. So she did the little red dots on cream for the liner, and then for the pocket she did red cherries, which just, how adorable is that? Like, I wanted to put all 3 of these fabrics together at some point, but getting this order, I'm like, okay, I have to do that now. And she also requested for the straps to be 2 inches longer, so I did accommodate for that, and so they're a little bit lower. So if you're ever interested in getting a custom tote bag, I do have a listing on my website where you can customize your own, and you can get the size that you want, you can get the specific quilting that you like. It is just perfect. I love how it turned out. Anyways, I just had to show you before I pack it up. All right, let's just get straight into packing orders because we have so many to do here. Actually, you know what? I should get my stickers ready. Usually at the beginning of my packing session, I will tear off quite a few stickers and just stick them right to my desk here so that when I'm packing orders, I can easily just grab a sticker and put it on the package. So I always like to put one of these, they say Xoxo Charley, and I always just like to put one on every single package. So I'll prep these really quick, and we'll probably have to do this again because we have quite a few orders. This mountain in front of me of products is insane. I've probably had this many, but it's been a little while since I've packed this many at one time. Okay, now let's start. Our first order is going to Megan. She ordered the colorful picnic mini tote with the attached straps. So I already packed it up here, but this is kind of generally what it looks like. It's the colorful picnic fabric you guys know and love. And I just keep all my big poly mailers back on that little white organizer. But I got this size specifically for tote bags. So I'll just throw that in there with the packing label. And then for these orders that are a little bit bigger, higher dollar, typically bigger packaging, I do my large stickers. So these are a 3-inch and they have a bow on them. They're just so cute. So I'm also gonna prep a couple of these because we have quite a few tote bags and just like large orders in general shipping out today. All right, and there's our first order done. And it really is just that easy. And I also follow along in my Notion app. I mark off every single one as complete. So I'm gonna mark off Megan's complete. All right, next we have Hailey's. Same name, spelled a little different, but she got Kindle sleeve, A, size small. So let me find in this huge pile. Okay, so I just made this today. So this is letter A, has the light pink bow, which she ordered, and she ordered no zipper on the top. So super cute to fit your Kindle in. These even, I believe, would fit great for your pocket Bibles. I know I was playing around with sleeves for Bibles, and I did make a sleeve for pocket Bibles, but I don't know if I'm gonna continue that. So if you're looking for a sleeve for your pocket Bible or just a really small book in general, I highly recommend the Kindle sleeve. Obviously just double check the measurements, but it should work out for you. And there's our second one done. Okay, next is going to Sienna. She ordered pencil case D, which I believe is vintage pink. These ones I'm slowly learning. Here they are. My gosh, they're like under the huge pile of products. But I'm gonna get my phone out. Where is my phone? I swear, if it's under this huge pile. Oh, here it is. But I always like to set up my phone as well and just have my Photos app up so that I can look through all of them and figure out which product people exactly want. So, for example, on here, I'm gonna look at this photo and I'm gonna see letter D is that vintage pink. So I'm just gonna prop it up here so that I can reference that. And like I said, I get all my packing materials from You Pack and Ship, like these little pink poly mailers I get from them. These are, I believe, 7x9. I'm not sure actually. Don't quote me there, but I think 6x9 or 7x9, something like that. And there is Sienna's order done. All right, up next we have 2 items. This one is going to Mom, so I assume it's somebody's mom, but they ordered A with a clip for the wristlet. So that's Ditzy Picnic Pink. Y'all know and love this fabric. It's just one of the OG Xoxo Charley fabrics, which I call Ditzy Picnic Pink just because, I don't know, that's just what it looks like. So they added a clip to that and 01H from the first keychain wallet collection, which I forget. Oh, little dots, little white dots on pink, which looks like this. So these ones I'm gonna put in one of my bubble mailers. I use these larger bubble mailers for orders like this where you have a wristlet and a wallet. If it just had the wristlet, I'd use a smaller one, but I just want them to not get broken. At least the wristlet, I don't want to get broken in the mail. So I always like to put them in a bubble mailer. All right, third one done. Fourth, actually. Okay, next we have 04A from the first keychain wallet collection, which these are pretty new. So this one is vintage pink. I did make quite a few of these today. So it's just like the pencil case that we saw, but in wallet form. And this one, I'll just throw in one of those smaller pink poly mailers. And this one's going to Lila. I don't know if I mentioned that. That one's done. Okay, next is going to Karen. She ordered 02H from the third keychain wallet collection, which is, ooh, this one's really pretty. And it's not that common either. So she ordered this beautiful dark purple and blue floral wallet. And then to go with that, she ordered wristlet P with a clip, which I cannot remember which one that is. Okay, it's the purple floral and it does have a clip. These I always prep and I add the clips beforehand before I get sitting down and actually prepping. So this one is letter P and the wristlets. Those are so cute together. Like, I love seeing people's different wallet and wristlet matches. I just love them. Did I say matches? I meant like combinations or something. I don't know. My brain is not functioning today. And there's Karen's orders done. Karen's order done. Oh my goodness. Okay, next we have Quincy's order. They ordered pencil case D, so same as we saw before. This one is vintage pink, if I can find it. So pencil case D is this beautiful vintage pink just like what we saw earlier. And this one is off to Missouri. All right, next we have 01D from the second keychain wallet collection. I'm telling you, I can't quite remember all of these yet. 01D, ooh, cute. This one is little mushrooms. I think there's like some snails on here. There's some butterflies, there's some flowers. Very nature themed. I love this wallet. But yeah, super cute. And I really don't have a lot of greens on my shop. So whenever people order this, I'm like, the green is getting some love. I don't know, I feel like it's just hard to find green fabric in general that I really like. And there's Alexandra's order done. All right, we're moving along. So those were all from Etsy. Now we're moving along to Shopify, or my website, whatever, you know. Okay, our first order is going to Darcy. She got the Evelyn AirPods case in size Pro, which I still have some left. I think I have the most of the AirPods cases left from the In Full Bloom collection. And then she also got the Evelyn size large book sleeve with no bow. So it's the same pattern, just beautiful, and it has a blue gingham on the inside. And then she also got the Evelyn keychain wristlet, which all of the In Full Bloom wristlets automatically come with a clip on them, so you don't have to worry about ordering a clip. And it's just that same beautiful blue floral. And then also the Evelyn wallet, which I have right here. So this is what the wallet looks like. So now for this order, I'll put the AirPod case and the wristlet in a small little bubble mailer, and then I'll put the rest of them in a regular size poly mailer. Just so that these get there safe, because I know the wallet and the book sleeve will be fine. And I love it because this poly mailer fits my size large book sleeves literally perfectly. Can you see that? Literally just fits right in, and I'm gonna put the packing slip in there. I was trying to put the packing slip on top of all of the products, not only so that people see it, but also in case that Sharpie for whatever reason bleeds or like heats up and I don't know, can bleed somewhere, it doesn't bleed onto the products. It would bleed onto the poly mailer. So that is another reason that I do that. All right, there's Darcy's order done. Okay, next we have this order going to Beth. She ordered medium purple paw cup koozie, which is this gorgeous purple floral with some little paw prints on it. Then she also ordered the coral embroidered keychain wallet, which is this one, which I think I have maybe 2 left. This was a limited edition one, so I don't have very many left. Then we also have medium lavender flowers, one of my absolute favorites. I wish I would have kept one of these for myself. It's just darling. I love it. And this one I'll just toss into a small poly mailer. Usually I can get away with a small poly mailer for a majority of my orders. Well, actually I take that back. Usually I go up to size medium for some things, but like these ones you can fit perfectly fine in a little one. All right, there's Beth's order done. Okay, next we have Louise, I'm not sure. Small blue spring cup koozie, which so adorable. You guys know I love almost every single cup koozie that I sell, duh. Like that's why I sell them, but this one especially is just so cute. Ooh, and this one's going international. Where's this one going? Does it even say? Okay, this one's going to the UK. How cool. I always love seeing where all my packages go when they go international. It's just so cool that Xoxo Charley products are literally around the world. That's crazy. Anyways, there's that one done. I'm gonna mark that one off. Okay, next we have Becky's order. She ordered 01D from the third keychain wallet collection. 01D, ooh, gorgeous. So it is this coral, well, it's like red, orange, and yellow floral keychain wallet. And then also the bright floral pencil and glasses cases, which I love seeing people's different combinations. So like this one goes really well with this one. I just don't have this fabric in a pencil case. So usually people like supplement it with one that kind of looks the same. And I just love when people mix and match. Really just packing orders is all about like just enjoying what people like to pair in your shop. And I don't know, it's so cool to see people enjoy the products that you made and pick out something from the website. I don't know, maybe that sounds self-explanatory, but to me it's like, it's so cool. Anyways, there's Becky's order done. All right, next up we have Mackenzie's order. She ordered the colorful picnic wristlet with no clip, which I've got right here, just that colorful picnic print. And so like this one I'll put in a little bubble mailer just so that it gets there safe. And these bubble mailers I also get from U-Pack and Ship. I know I've mentioned them multiple times now, but just in case. Okay, there's Mackenzie's order done. Okay, our next order is going to Donna. She ordered one of the beaded keychains. I almost said wristlet, but it's a keychain. And she ordered the Bunny and Bears #1. So this might be a far stretch if you can see this, but it's got a little bunny at the end of it as the main pendant, and it's got some little pink clear beads on there. And if you're interested in seeing all the different keychains, I did make a video about how I made all of these. They take so incredibly long to make, but they're so worth it. They're adorable. And these, obviously, I'll toss them in a little bubble mailer just so that they get there safe, especially with being so fragile. I don't want anything bad to happen to them. And there is Donna's order done. All right, up next is going to Lori. She ordered the soft yellow with the pink bow makeup bag, which I have one more of left. So these ones were limited edition. There's this super fuzzy, soft, just like comforting fabric, and they were some of the first to go at Junk Stock. So I don't have very many left, and I know I have one yellow, but I might have like one green or one blue, I can't quite remember. But they are limited edition, so I think they're only available now on my website. Actually, no, they're still on the Etsy shop, I'm pretty sure. And they're also some of the few that have bows on them as well. But there is Lori's order done. Okay, up next we have this order going to Jenny. She ordered the Wild Mint Rose Fabric Bowl Organizer, which you guys couldn't get enough of on launch day. These are adorable, and they rightfully so completely sold out. So I have them all right in front of me. And these I'm just gonna fold up. Just make sure that there's no strings. This is the main part of why packing takes so long, is make sure that there's no extra strings or anything. So these I'm just gonna fold so that they ship nice. Now I don't think I have any, you know what, I might have a bag to put these in. Yeah, I actually have these huge, not huge, but I have a huge bag of bags. So these might fit perfect, just so that they don't get damaged while they're getting shipped. Oh my gosh, does this actually work? Look at that little bowl in a bag in a poly mailer on its way to the customer. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Little bitty bowl. Anyways, so I'm gonna put them in these little baggies and then in the poly mailer. I knew I had some sort of bag. I'm like, I gotta have some bag in my office to put them in. All right, and there's Jenny's order done. Okay, up next we have Christy's order. She ordered the pink strawberry phone wallet. We really have almost every single product shipping out today from my business, just all the different products that I offer. So we have, this is the pink strawberry phone wallet. Then we also have the medium blue spring cup koozie, which we saw earlier, but this one is just size medium. So I'm gonna toss these in just a small poly mailer. I'm so jealous. This one is off to Florida, I wish. And this is our last little sticker, so we'll have to get some more. But there is Christy's order done. Okay, up next we have Jessica's order. She ordered 3 bookmarks, which are just right here. She ordered A, E, and F, and I just throw them in a little rigid mailer so that they get there safe. But these are the 3 that she picked out, so I'm just gonna toss them back in there. Then she also ordered the Goldenrod Fabric Bowl Organizer, which is the yellow version of the bowl that we just saw, but it's got yellow on the inside. So I'll put that in a little bag. And then also the Midnight Berry keychain wallet from the Crimson Meadow collection, which looks like this. It's 2 different fabrics, and on the inside, I can't quite remember. Oh yeah, it's dark purple on the inside. It doesn't look purple, but it is, I promise. It's just like a really dark purple. So I'm gonna fold up this bowl and put it in its little organizer. Baggie. I'm glad I got these. I originally got them for scrunchies, but I think they'll work great for these little bowls as well. All right, and then these can just go in a regular poly mailer. They'll fit just fine, I think. Wait, do these fit? Oh no, okay, we'll have to do it in a large. Oh my gosh, and of course we're out of little stickers. Let me get some more. Okay, there we go. And there is Jessica's order done. Now let me get some of these stickers on here. All right, now we can continue. Okay, so this next order is going to Laura. She ordered the Goldenrod Fabric Bowl Organizer. So just like what we saw, just gonna fold it up. Okay, so there's her first order, and then she also ordered the Midnight Berry zipper pouch, which is from the Crimson Meadow collection. And it's this beautiful zipper pouch that was quilted together with all the different scraps from that collection. All right, and there's her second order done. Okay, next we have Pamela. She ordered the Midnight Berry Fabric Bowl, which is this gorgeous red on the outside with some blue florals, and then this is purple on the inside. It really doesn't look like it on the camera, but just gonna pack this one up the same way that we did the other fabric bowls. It really doesn't even look like I put a dent in all these products in front of me. But there is Pamela's order done. Okay, up next we have the Silk Rose Fabric Bowl. This is the one that I did a square for instead of a circle, so I'm gonna pack this one up the same way. All right, and there is May's order. Okay, up next we've got Laura's order. She ordered the Goldenrod mini tote bag. So just like the fabric bowl organizer that we saw, but in a tote bag version. This one was highly, highly sought after on launch day. Everybody wanted this tote bag, and I don't blame them. I absolutely love this one. And for this one, I'm gonna do one of our large stickers since this was a tote bag order, and just because the packaging is so big. Sometimes I put little stickers on big packaging and it just looks so goofy. So there is Laura's order done. Okay, up next we have Erica's order with a Goldenrod fabric bowl organizer. I really should have made these, or at least one of these for myself, because it hurts a little bit shipping all of them out. They're so cute. And I have my blue one. I have that fuzzy one, but just this goldenrod one, I don't know what it is, but maybe I'll have to bring it back at some point. All right, and there's Erica's order on the way out. I'm marking that as complete. And next we have Joanne's order. She ordered the Wineberry Blossom mini tote bag. So let me find that here. I believe this one, but let me double check. Yes, one of my favorites. So this one is the Wineberry Blossom mini tote bag. This was from the Crimson Meadow collection. And this one, I might rival the Goldenrod for my favorite. It is so gorgeous. And if you're interested in how all of these tote bags actually look, like not in this lighting and like how the inside looks, they're all still on my website, so you can go and see what they look like just from the last collection. Once again, large sticker, and there's Joanne's done. I hope that's how you say her name. I don't know. Sometimes with these names, I'm like, I'm the worst. Okay, our next 3 orders are fabric bowl organizers, so I'm gonna pack them up. Michelle got the Wineberry Blossom, which is the same as the tote bag that we just packed. And then Jeanette got the Wineberry Blossom as well. And so these are the only 2, I'm pretty sure. And then Izzy got the Wild Mint Rose one, which I told you guys, I wasn't a huge fan of this color combination, but you guys loved it. You said, actually, some of you guys in the comments were like, that one is my favorite. Like, that's the one that I would choose. And to each their own, like, just proves the point that everybody has their own preferences. So I'm gonna pack all these up, make sure that there's no strings on them, and get them into their own little packages to ship out. While I'm at it, I'm just gonna pack up that last fabric bowl organizer that we had. I think that's the last one. Yeah, it should be. Okay, first up is Michelle's. That one's done. Next is Jeanette's. There's that one done. And last one we have Izzy's. And there's Izzy's done. Okay, I'll mark those 3 as complete. Okay, up next we have Jackie's order. She ordered the Mulberry Meadow Kindle sleeve, which was the one Kindle sleeve from the Crimson Meadow collection, which was like a patchwork of all the different scraps, and I added the label just right on the side here so that it's not like on the fabric or anything. And then there's also a pocket on the inside, which I love how I did that. Just make sure that there's no strings. I'm telling you, that is the longest part of packing these orders, is just double checking no strings. All right, and then this one will just fit great in one of these large mailers. All right, there's Jackie's order done. Okay, up next we have Ashley's order. She ordered the Ivy Kindle sleeve with no bow, which looks like this. This is from the In Full Bloom collection, and no bow on it, so just has the regular label on the pocket. And then also the Wild Mint Rose mini tote bag, which was highly sought after as well. Where is that? Right here. Which was also highly sought after. This is the one that I'm like, I don't know if this is even gonna sell, if people are gonna like it. Yeah, people loved it. So Ashley happened to get it, and I'll just throw it in a large poly mailer here. Also, I should have mentioned this by now, but if you see anything in this video that you want for yourself, if you're like, oh, that's cute, I want one of those, chances are I probably have it on the website, unless I'm saying like it was a limited edition product or it was from the Crimson Meadow collection or the In Full Bloom collection. Some of those have sold out. So There's Ashley's order done. But if you're interested, like a lot of the wallets and everything I still have, so you can shop all those. Up next is Sue's order. She got the medium pink stripe bow cup koozie, which is this one, super cute. And then also the medium pink gingham, which looks like this, and also the medium book cup koozie. Oh my gosh. Words are hard. And I'll just throw these all in a little poly mailer. These would be such cute gifts. Like, I wonder if Sue is keeping all these or if she's giving them away as gifts. I don't know. Usually when people get a lot of cup koozies, they're giving them away as gifts because they make just the perfect gifts. All right, and there is Sue's order done. Up next, we have Deborah's order. She ordered the laptop sleeve letter D in size tablet, which is the Ditzy Picnic Pink. We actually have a couple of these to ship out. And I'm also gonna put this in a large mailer just so that it ships nice. Oh my gosh, another one going to Florida. I'm so jealous. All right, and there's Deborah's order done. All right, up next, we've got Irene's order. I love that name. She got the medium purple paw cup koozie, which might be sold out now. I'm not quite sure if I have any more of this one or if only the size small is sold out, but I know I'm getting pretty low on this one. All right, and there's Irene's order done. Time check, it is now 4:30. We have a little bit of time, so let's keep on going. Up next is Donna's order. She got the Silk Rose zipper pouch from the Crimson Meadow collection. So this one was a limited edition, and the only difference is the fact that the scraps are just in a different location than on the other zipper pouch, and this one also has a pink zipper on the top instead of a white zipper. And then this is the inside. So cute. I really think I gotta do some more zipper pouches because you guys seem to really enjoy the zipper pouches from this collection. Okay, Donna's order is done. Okay, up next is Nedra's order. She ordered the Silk Rose mini tote bag, which actually matches that last zipper pouch that we just packed up, but this is the general color combo of this bag. Once again, this one was from the Crimson Meadow collection, so limited edition. And she also got the Colorful Picnic large tote bag, which is very similar to the mini tote bag that we saw at the very beginning of the video, but this one has non-attached straps on it, and it's also a size large. So I'll toss these in a large mailer. I really need to move the location of those large mailers so that I'm not always reaching back, but I just don't have anywhere else to put them. All right, once again, gotta go with the large sticker. I love that they've got a little bow on it too. So cute. I'm really thinking about designing some for my bags as well at Market. I just don't know what to put on them. Maybe just Xoxo Charley? I can't really decide. All right, up next is Michaela's order. She ordered the medium book cup koozie, which we saw this one earlier. This one's always very popular at markets, speaking of markets, but this one's always very popular because people like show it to their friends and like kind of giggle about it, and they're like, you know what? I need that. Okay, there's Michaela's order done. Up next is Margie's order. Margie? I think so. She ordered the Evelyn medium book sleeve with a blue bow on it. So very similar to the size large that we saw earlier, just with a little tiny blue bow on the front there. Not sure if you can see that. So cute. So we have this. Then we also have the tablet sleeve in B, which is vintage blue. So similar to the tablet sleeve that we just saw, but has crosshatch quilting and made out of that vintage blue fabric. And then she also got the Evelyn makeup bag with blue bow, which I have right in front of me here. So this one's also from the In Full Bloom collection, and it has that little blue bow on there. I'm so sorry, you probably can't see it, but little blue bow to match that book sleeve, which is so cute. It's always so cool to see how people like find matching products on my shop, and it's like you kind of have to dig to get matching products. You know, you have to look through all the different makeup bags, and I guess you could just search Evelyn on the website and still get it, but it's so cool that people find all the different matching products. I don't know, just especially as a small business, it's not like commonly known, you know. This one, we're gonna go with a large sticker. All right, and off to Illinois for that one. Up next is Baby Blue Quilted Keychain Wallet number 3. So this one was from yesterday's collection that just launched. And I'm gonna double check. I actually like shop my own website to figure out which one I need to pack, just because these ones are really just numbered. So I've got to kind of look through and just match exactly which one it is. So it looks like it's this one. Then I just make sure that it's the right color, baby blue, make sure that the back is the same. Yes. So this one is from yesterday's collection. It was an upcycled quilt collection, And this is how one of the wallets turned out. This one has baby blue on the inside to match one of the tote bags. And here's the back side. If I'm not mistaken, this was one of the very first wallets to sell as well. I think it sold like the night before the collection was technically up, because I might have put them on the website a little bit early. So this one did sell the night before. So if you're ever like, oh, Hailey's having a collection soon, double check the website the night before, because they might be up. Because then otherwise it's such a hassle. You know, like the video gets posted and then I gotta put all the products to post. It's a whole thing, which I need to look into scheduling them, because I think you can do that. Anyways, there's that order done. Up next, we have Nancy's order. She ordered the summer keychain wallet from the In Full Bloom collection. So this one, I think I might have a few of these left, but I'm not sure because it sells pretty well. And then we also have the Scarlet keychain wallet from the In Full Bloom collection. And then she got the custom tote bag, so this red gingham one. So I'm also gonna pack that up. Such a cute order, very summery. All right, and then just packing slip on top. I love packing these large orders, they're so satisfying. And it looks like we already need some more large stickers. So I get some more of those out. All right, and mark that one complete. And there we are. There's Nancy's order ready to ship out. Next is Tracy's order. Tracy ordered the baby blue quilted pencil case from yesterday's collection. And these pencil cases, I couldn't believe how quickly these sold out. But both of these sold out within like the first, I don't even know how quickly it was, but this one is the Dusty Rose, and then this one, it's gotta be, yes, this one's the blue. So this is Tracy's. And then she also ordered bookmark, I think it was letter A. Yes, bookmark letter A, which is little pink florals. So I'll keep this in the rigid mailer and just put these in one of these larger mailers here. And there we are, there's Tracy's order. Okay, next we've got the Dusty Rose quilted mini makeup bag, which I'm gonna have to double check the outside of it, just because I already packed them up. Okay, so it's the one with the white under the label. Where are they? Right here. So this one, and it's got that Dusty Rose fabric on the inside, which is just like a pink, I guess. What in the world? But just, yes, just this one. So I'll toss this in one of our larger mailers. I just don't think it would fit in a small mailer. That is one of the struggles of packing orders, is trying to figure out how best to pack it. I know y'all can understand that if you are a fellow small business owner. It's like probably the hardest part. Besides naming collections, I can't do that either. Okay, there's Jenny's order done. And now our next one is the light patchwork quilted keychain wallet number 1, which I just gotta double check here. Okay. So it looks like this, so gorgeous. I love all the different colors on these wallets, and here's the back side of it. And then they also got the Dusty Rose quilted pencil case. I'm telling you, these were like some of the first items to sell, was the wallets and the pencil cases. Because these, now that I think about it, were printed in the order that they were ordered. So this is like kind of the process of how they were all ordered yesterday, or like the words are hard, I don't know. Never mind. Okay, just a couple more to go for Shopify. So this one's going to Laura. She ordered the baby blue quilted mini makeup bag. So it's just the exact same size as the Dusty Rose, just has blue on the inside. And then also the pink snowflake mini holiday drawstring gift bag, which I actually have to get. So here's how the little drawstring bag looks. It has little white snowflakes on it, and it's a very soft fabric. And these I made back in December for holiday season, and they just never really sold. But slowly and surely they are selling throughout the year. So this is your sign. Don't take the limited edition products down. Just leave them up. They'll probably sell. Even my holiday products are selling in July. All right, and there's Laura's order done. Okay, up next we have Mary's order. She ordered the Dusty Rose quilted keychain wallet in number 1, which I'm just gonna double check here. Okay. This one is so gorgeous, and the fact that it's pink on the inside just makes the outside so much cuter. So it's got this beautiful pink design, and on the inside it's got that Dusty Rose. And then she also ordered, I believe, the tote bag. Yes, she also ordered the Weekender tote bag in the pink gingham. So let me find that one here. Okay, so this one, I'll just put a picture of it, but it's this beautiful Weekender tote bag with pink gingham on the inside, and it's got the same straps as the inside of the wallet that she ordered. So I'll just toss this in a really large bag here. And her packing slip. These tote bags were seriously some of my favorite tote bags that I've ever made. And I got so many Instagram DMs saying that you guys love them. You love the blue especially. The blue was very, very popular. So I'll definitely have to do a couple more that are like that. And just like those really light pastels, because those are definitely some of my favorites. All right, and there's Mary's order. Okay, our next order is going to Nedra again. She got another order of the baby blue quilted Kindle sleeve from yesterday's collection. So here is how that one looks. The dusty rose one also sold. I just did that as a local pickup today with like some other wallets from the collection, but here's how the Kindle sleeve turned out. So gorgeous and so plush for your Kindle sleeves. And this one has the baby blue on the inside. And then also the pink gingham quilted keychain wallet number 2, which looks like this on the outside. I love how all of these are very unique on the outside. And then this one has a pink gingham on the inside. And then she also ordered the baby blue quilted weekender tote bag. So this one, I'll also add a photo of this one, but this one was so popular and I got so many messages, just like DMs and comments, that people loved the baby blue with this quilt, which I totally agree. I'm so glad I did blue for this one. All right, just barely fits, but there is Nedra's second order. Also, I hope that I'm saying her name right. Nedra, Nedra? I'm not sure. All right, and there is her second order, ready to ship out. Up next is going to Oklahoma, and this one she ordered the light pink quilted weekender tote bag, or the light patchwork, what am I talking about? So this one has the same liner as the Ditzy Picnic Pink, but I didn't want to call it that, so I just called it light patchwork because that's what it is. So this one was also the weekender tote, same as the last two that we packed, the same size. Oh, and this one's going to Janet? It's Janet, but 2 E's. You guys know me in names, I'm just the worst. And there's their order all packed up, ready to go. Okay, our next one is going to California. And this one, they got a small blue spring cup koozie. So here's what that one looks like. We've seen this one a couple times now. The Seafoam keychain wallet, which was from one of my earlier limited edition collections. And this one has a green on the inside to match those flowers. But this one was from, I want to say, the Sunday Brunch collection. So if you're interested, I think I have maybe 1 or 2 more left of this one, and I have a few more wallets from that collection as well. So we have that one, small floral bouquet cup koozie, and small pink cherry cup koozie. So these ones as well. So I'll just toss all of these in a small poly mailer. Maybe one at a time, that'd be easier. All right, and there's our second to last for Shopify done. Our last one is the Wild Mint Rose Fabric Bowl. Okay, I wondered when we were gonna pack this one. I'm like, did I not do my quantities right or something? No, I did. You know what, now that I think about it, our pile in front of us is like completely gone because we packed it all up, but it was weird, it just like disappeared. It went by so quick. Okay, and there's Daniel's done. Now on to TikTok shop orders. We have AirPods case Q in size Pro, which I'm pretty sure, yes. So it's this pink and yellow floral. This is just how it looks. I have this in size, I'm so sorry if you can hear mowing outside, but I have this one in size regular and size Pro, same for all the different patterns. And these ones I just throw in a small bubble mailer, once again, so that they get there safe. And there's Zoe's order ready to go. Then we have the laptop sleeve letter D, which is Ditzy Picnic Pink in the 14-inch. So that's what this one looks like. And then we also have Kindle sleeve, letter C in size small with a dark pink bow and no zipper. So little bitty pink hearts, and this one is pink on the inside. Such a cute order. Once again, I'll do a large poly mailer for this one. And this one is off to New York. Okay, second to last here we have a no clip as a wristlet. So it's the Ditzy Picnic Pink. I think we've seen this one before, just with no clip this time. Once again, little bubble mailer. You guys know the drill now. Like, you've been watching for like, what, an hour now? You guys know how to pack them. Little sticker, shipping label, and there is Morgan's order ready to go. Okay, our very last one that we'll be packing today is Maddie's, and she got 01B from the 3rd keychain wallet collection. Let me double check here. Oh my gosh, this one's so cute. This one has little pink dots on white and it's crosshatch quilted. And this one is also limited edition, so I don't have very many of this one left. And once it's gone, it's gone. I can't believe we're already to the last one. That went by so quick. But there we are, there's our very last order packed up. I'm gonna need another bag. I don't know what to do here. We still have more. Maybe I'll just like somehow fit them in here. All right, I'm gonna run all of these orders to the post office and get them all shipped out to you guys. Thank you so much for your support on the last 2 collections and all of the products in general that I just absolutely love making. And if you need any sign to continue with your small business, this is it. This is just crazy. I can't even believe it. I'm gonna fit one on each shoulder and make it to the post office just in time. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, just a chill packing orders, just day in the life. Truly, this is what I do a couple times a week. And I'll be sure to have all my materials linked in the description if you're interested in like some of the poly mailers that I use, some of the shipping labels, all those good things. So I'll have those linked down there if you're interested. And thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Mwah. Bye.